do you think the line is? What do you think the line is when it comes to like political correctness nowadays? Like,
good topic, man.
Oh God. Oh God! I promised my wife I'd be nice.
Hey, okay. If you need me to fill if you need me to fill you in on someone, like when you're like, this person acts this way, and I'll cuss.
Political correctness.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So, there's too many fucking Nancy's in the world. All right, honestly.
Haitians?
Nancy's.
Oh, Nancy.
Too many fucking Nancy's. All right.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Wait. Whoa. Okay.
No, Nancy's. Okay. Who fucking Nancy's? But now here I am using a feminine derogatory term to describe people. Nancy.
Good point, yeah.
Okay. So there you go. There's another one right there. I offended. There you go. That's an instant offense comment. Honestly, who fucking cares? Who gives two fucks about that shit? Mm-hmm. Seriously, people need to seriously grow a fucking pair, enjoy life for the way it is. You know, when we were kids and you were swimming in your dad's balls, so you and I were about the same age. Mm-hmm.
Wait,
offensive.
He's a year older than me, by the way.
Who's older?
Same age.
He's like a year. Yeah, I'm 28. He's
God
about
Lord,
29.
I feel old, man. Holy crap, guys.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Wow. Okay.
Anyway, so when I
beard.
Close enough. So
beard's deceiving.
Yeah, right. So we were
There you
kids. We didn't really care about eating, you know, our you know, play places, you know, and offending people. You know, we grew up playing out in the mud and dirt and everything else. It was great. Back in the day, we had a lot of fun. Of course, you would too. We had a lot of fun, you know, picking on people. But it just seems to be, and they call it the millennial generation, the ones that are all offended and everything else. What happened to literally walking to somebody and it's like, I hate you because you suck ass? You know, obviously no pun intended because we don't have a sausage in our mouth, but. So, I know, right? I love that shit. So, but people get so offended over the stupidest things.
Right.
Again, my Nancy comment, obviously it goes back to that, you know, or political correctness. I got friends everywhere. Political correctness, I mean, holy shit. It's like, if someone called me a honky or whatever else, who cares?
How dare you?
I know, right? God forbid.
Half of me is offended.
You know, half of my wife.
We're sorry for the listeners who heard the word honky. We apologize.
It's okay, I'm a
There's
cracker.
some listeners like, what is a honky?
Yeah. I know, right? Honky, that's racist.
You honk too much on the car.
If you really want to know, there's a good movie out there. You can look it up. But it's. I have a really good friend, and he and I will make comments about fried chicken. Being a black guy, you know what? It's some good shit. It really does happen. But again, that comment right there would offend certain people. Mm-hmm. Political correctness. Oh my God, dude! Jesus Christ, I'm kidding. I fucking squirrel over there, dude. But it just, that's the way it rolls, man. It really is. If people get so into the stupidest things, you can't say anything now without offending somebody. You can't call somebody, you know, gay. Ooh, you're gay. Who cares? Gay has multi-terms. You could be a happy person. You're the gayest person in the world because you're so happy.
Right.
There you go. But that's what it meant.
Okay, so with that subject, though, I agree with 100% what you just said. But do you think people are not sensitive enough sometimes to subjects? That's tricky, right?
But I'm not sensitive. That's the problem. So it comes to somebody's own personal.
Okay, well here's a subject. Like, say an unarmed black person is shot. Mm-hmm. People are like, oh, he deserved it. They're not sensitive enough to the subject, and you know it's somebody's child. It's, you know, and it was unjust to some people, but some people are like, oh, you guys are being so sensitive. Right. That's where I think we're like, okay, maybe
unarmed, yes. Okay, I will. Okay, so unarmed black versus unarmed white. Yes, there are certain limitations per se.
So that's
there are the things, but at the same time, the one young kid, the 12-year-old who had the plastic gun in the front of his pants, honestly, fucking shoot him. I'm sorry.
I wasn't talking about a certain, you know, thing, you know, that's where the arguments, you know, everything you just said could not be said about a sensitive subject like that.
Right. But there are situations, you know, yes, you do have circumstances which are. It sucks. It happens. It sucks. Mm-hmm. But you have to take people. Even me. I look at the humor in just about anything you can get your hands on. I'm not politically correct. I laugh at some funerals. That's just my nature. It's how I get through things. When I'm being yelled at or something, you know, my wife will ever to death again when she yells at me sometimes. I have to chuckle. That's just how I.
That's how you deal with pain.
Yes, it's probably get some more pain, you know.
Probably when I go home.
Your wife, a black woman too. Well,
only half of her gets pissed off.
But here's another issue too. Like when you think about it, like you're right, political correctness is getting way too fucking fast to where it's so sensitive to any subject matter. You got to think about this. Like, okay, Eminem, right? Mm-hmm. Eminem. The new Eminem, Not Afraid and all that stuff, all right? Is that the Eminem we like? Or do we like the Eminem where I'm like,
I'm gonna kill you, bitch.
I'm gonna rip Hillary Clinton's fucking tonsils out.
Yeah.
Peter Sherbert.
Everything he said in the late '90s and early 2000s,
That's
he
some
could
good
not
stuff.
say in 2017.
But what I'm getting to is like that's what comes to the thing. Like back in the day, we were just like we had a little bit of freedom. I mean, we had freedom of speech. We have to be careful with this,
Right.
Because once we start saying you can't say this, you're opening a whole floodgates of what you can and can't say.
I think that's already started, bro.
Yeah,
I know, and the problem is like, as long as you have context, obviously, I think that's such an important part of the conversation, because especially like if you read tweets or whatever, you could read something and say, "Wow, this sounds horrible," but then if you would actually get the full context of something, then it's not going to be as offensive. And that's a huge problem right now. Also, the Liberal Party, this is also becoming, they're also like Tea Party.
Yeah.
Like, there's people who are way too far left where you have to be politically correct. And it's not even on just being nice. It's for them to have, like, to feel better.
Yeah.
To feel more moral. Or, you know what I mean? And that's a huge problem we have to be very concerned about. Even with comedy. Comedians fight this all the time. They can't even go to campuses. They can't. And because people get so offended. And to ridiculous ways. Again, it's just so fucking ridiculous if you watch some of these videos of them people just complaining about, why are you saying this? Why are you saying that? Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
They haven't even started the show. Like,
because it's comedy.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a free for all in my opinion. Unless the guy's on stage doing the Kramer act where he says you're a nigger,
Well,
that's the line I'd say.
But
other than that,
but
no.
didn't also like who was it? It was like Dave Chappelle said. I saw two things. I saw first the racist part, and the second like
as the black guy
as a
and
comedian, he's
yes.
like, man.
And
I understand that. Like if you have a show,
as someone that's done stand up comedy, I understood exactly what he said. Like hang in there, Kramer. Yes, they're giving you a hard time, but as a black person, I was like, Kramer, I will.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he went too far.
Yeah, he did.
I don't even know if there was a joke in that one. Like, when you hear that video, it's like
people are giggling, but they're like, "Is this?"
Well, in the beginning, and then it starts going too far.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, this is. I don't know if you know what video we're talking about. Where
I
Kramer
have
goes
no
to
clue,
ape
man.
shit.
Well,
Okay.
this is like 2007. That was a
Yeah,
long time ago.
yeah.
Kramer from Seinfeld. What's his name? Michael Richards.
Michael Richards.
Yeah.
Something like that.
yeah, I wasn't really stateside around then. Well, I was, but I was down in the Keys or something.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, he had his racial
They have this big show called Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I don't-
You ever heard of the creator, Jerry
I think you could
Seinfeld?
have been anywhere.
I know that all crap, but I know he was solo. Honestly, I can care
One of
about
the best shows ever, yeah.
it's personal.